Bang, bang.
Bong bong.
Absolutely clean opener.
Cleaner than we've had in the past.
And it was by the skin of our teeth as well. Like, honestly, I had the wrong settings, and then the countdown was clicking down. And I was like, oh, shit, click, 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 click. We did it. We're here. Welcome, everybody, one and all, children of all ages, adults too, to the Bodycast. Oh, boy, have we got a show for you this week.
Talk about a lot of stuff.
This is the official podcast for the subreddit r/rap battles. My name is Copacetic with the dope Real Talk shirt. Shouts out to Real Talk. And with me, as always,
Pathogenic with the PV jacket and hat that I wore for my battle that just dropped this week.
Oh shit, you had a battle just drop?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh shit. Go run that shit up.
Yeah, go like and comment on that and tell me about my third round. Tell me if it was as heartwarming as people thought it was.
and post about it on social media. Share it with your friends.
Yeah.
That's what we do on the Bodycast.
Normally, people would say shameless plug. Shameful. This is a shameful plug.
No shame in it.
Yep.
Right? It's real. We bought in.
I'm leaning into the plug here.
And, it's an international battle. So really, that's what we're all about on the Bodycast.
Yep.
r/rap battles, of course, the largest online forum for the international culture of battle rap. You can find us on Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, and on the official Discord server in the links below. It's the only place for fans to go for battle rap news from around the globe.
Just like
That's
that.
what I mean. Just like around the globe, all the way from Canada to America. Just the whole globe. And that's what it's about. So,
yep.
That's a shout out to you, the viewers and listeners watching and listening at home. Because, this show it's kind of like underrated, I feel like. No bias.
I would say so.
Right? I mean, it's a show that's sort of, new and different from any other show you've ever seen before, because we cover the entirety of the battle rap culture around the globe, and nobody's doing that. So if you're tapped in with us, you're tapped in with knowledge that regular, ordinary people don't get. You're tapped in with the super knowledge.
Yeah.
And that's because you're super special.
Yeah. You know what? Why don't we just end the show and tell them to go find it somewhere else? Oh, wait. They can't. Because this is the only spot to get it.
It's the only spot.
Real talk.
I'm just going to do that all episode. For real. It is really special, and we're coming up on a year. Damn, we're coming up on the first year. We should have an anniversary show or something.
That's crazy to think about.
Right? It's wild. It's been a hell of a year, too. It's been an absolute trip, a journey.
Do you know what? Let me tell all the viewers and listeners why I'm actually the co-host on the Bodycast. And that would be because at this time last year, I was in recovery from my accident and I had nothing else to do. And Cope was like, hey, do you want to talk about battle rap? And I was like, I'd fucking love to do something other than look at the walls of this home that I'm recovering in. So I was on multiple times and now I'm stuck here.
Bang,
willingly stuck here.
Face first. It's it's cool, and it for people who want to go back and watch those old episodes, you can sort of track your recovery, which is neat.
Yeah, you can see me grow facial hair.
Right.
You see me get fat.
It's fat.
Awesome.
Yeah, the announcements for your battle in Angerland and all in the Untitled States.
Yep.
In your comeback, your return, it's been a crazy journey.
This actually isn't a podcast. It's a vlog to record my history.
It's the Pathogenic AMA. You may have stumbled onto it accidentally, but it's interesting to look back, and all of those videos are available to you, the viewer. Hey, shuts out. Dan's mad again. The guy, he's on the Winter Madness. The big hearts. So what was I saying? Something about this being the greatest show that you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah. And I'm just glad that everyone could tune into here. And it might be time. Might be time for us, because it's 5 minutes in, to do the community cheers.
It is. We've been slacking. Let's do the community cheers. Hey, here we go. Hey, everybody, cheers. Cheers yourselves. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Ooh. Now, I know there are some people out there who are not doing the community cheers. And I have to say, you think that you're not missing out on something? Why are you missing out? You have no idea what it's like to do the community cheers with the community. And you can't feel it any other way. It's the only way to do it.
I'm not saying that I'm going to kick you out of the community for not. But if we were all together in a room, I might kick you out for not cheersing.
It's a cheers. It's community cheers. You jump in.
Cope won't. I will.
You know, I think I'm the love. He's the force. That's how we do it. That's community cheers today. You know, we're just gonna have a chill show. I don't think there's a whole lot going on around the rest of the world, unfortunately. Rest of the world's taking a little breather. Getting ready. Yeah, I think Beast Mode had an event last night.
Yep, they did.
And we've got an event here in Canada on the West Coast in a couple weeks. Should be really fun. An Ellipsis battle, a G-Show battle. Can't go wrong. And the UK, I mean, they make their announcements so far in advance that it's just sort of like, all right, here we go. Let's wait 2 months for the next event.
Yeah. I think the next one coming up is Match Day 1, which is beginning first weekend of February. Bizzo and
Okay. Cool. Sick. Amazing. Match Day. Let's get it started. Oh my God. We're super going to get into that.
Definitely getting into that when it happens, because that's going to be big.
Yeah. Who knows what's going to happen? It's going to be a zoo. We're hearing from sources. We're hearing from sources around the world, mostly Gully, said at the KOTD. It's Gully. And, you know, he's been working hard with Organic behind the scenes to put together some historic matches, absolutely crazy matches. Honestly, I'm hearing a lot about the way that battlers are, you know, how generous they're being, how giving they are for this event. It feels very much like the community is coming together. Those are the motherfuckers that cheers. They're coming together, and they're just gonna have an amazing event in Toronto. It's just gonna be enormous and important. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Oh, Sosa was there at the. You were there at the battles. Nice. You should jump on the show.
Yeah, come on the show, Nate. Why not?
Yeah.
Give us the inside scoop.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're just gonna talk about American battle rap. Nobody cares about that. Want the link? Just say it. I'll send you the link. But you know, if we don't hear from Nate, there was a lot of battle rap shit happening in America this week. I don't know if you saw the URL card. Outside.
Yeah.
We're going outside.
Yep. It was good. He says he was just on the phone. No worries, bro. We were inviting you on to talk about it if you wanted to hop on. But
what's this card?
URL outside. What is the card itself?
Somebody posted it to the forum, and then somebody else posted it, and they posted the like not a flyer. They posted like a screenshot of a Notepad app that had the announcements, which was just very confusing. So I don't know if this is official, but is Twerk versus DI to Hennyman?
That's not official.
This is the wrong thing then, I guess. Hey.
Yeah. It's Twerk versus NXT.
Tay-Rock versus Stumbles? That's not real, is it?
No, that happened already, I'm pretty sure. If not, it's not on this one.
Why did they do this? Why do you do this to us, subscribers? Why do you do this to the mods? Because then that means that I erased the real one. Right?
Absolutely. I do know that I could just go off some that I recall off the top of my head.
Fonz versus Mac Myron is a real one.
Yes, that is real.
So they've mixed in some real ones with some fake ones? Listen, don't ever go on Reddit for your battle rap information, for battle rap news. They don't know what they're doing over there. Yeah, Fonz versus Mac Myron is crazy. What do you have the actual fucking card?
I don't have the actual card. I'm subscribed to the app for a couple more days. I think I can still pull it up. Ones that I do recall off the top of my head, though, I know My Verse and Miss Hustle.
Dope.
That's
Spicy.
crazy.
Yeah.
And I know Av is returning against True Foe.
Oh, sick. I mean, yikes. Good luck,
Yeah.
True Foe.
True's got his hands full with that one. I mean, talking about a guy who did end up with an upset and beat Geechee, though. So.
Yeah, true. That was an upset. And then, where was the follow through? I think that people were really expecting him to use that to launch himself. And maybe this will be that. But if it isn't, then Av is going to, I mean, Av is not just a highly rated American battle rapper. He's very highly rated in the, I think our top 10 shit going on. No.
I don't think he battled enough to really be considered on the top 10 sheet that we are.
Okay, shut my mouth. I don't know what I'm talking about.
We also have Dawn Lady versus Jade. And we have Ace Amin versus Kitchen Clean.
QB's back.
Yup.
Hey, Grazza's in the chat.
Hey.
Chatza. It's Chatza without Grazza. Hey.
That guy is just unbelievably handsome.
So funny. Oh, handsome? Oh, yeah. Okay. I can see it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the whole battle yet because I'm a fucking idiot and I'm just busy with nothing that's as important as watching Grazza versus Kingsley Thunder. But I caught the little bit where I just jumped into the middle of it where he was like, he's like, was it LS Dean? He said LS Dean's a lot funnier since you moved in together. He also came out as gay.
Hilarious.
I fucking laughed so hard. Connie's in the other room, like, what are you laughing at? Like, bro, that is funny.
Yeah.
Battle was a flip too, right? Oh shit. I don't know if that was a flip. It was funny though.
Yeah, that's the card. The outside.
Oh, that's
card.
it?
Yeah.
Twerk versus Next.
Yeah, Twerk versus Next. Av and True Foe. Dawn Lady and Jade. Miss Hustle and My Verse. Ace Amin and Kitchen Clean.
Fonz and Mac.
Fonz and Mac.
So here's the thing. Here's the real shit. Mac Myron on URL. Versus
a
big name that they're pushing.
You can't put Smack without putting that Mac in it.
Facts. Street music arts culture, Kevin. And that's where that comes from. But no, this is a big deal. This is a legit big deal. Mac Myron on URL, like, because this was sort of thing. Mac Myron was one of those A-ward characters where, he's so good and just murdering it on other leagues. You wonder, why isn't this guy getting big URL plates? And that there's some behind the scenes shit. I don't even know. I don't know politics.
But, especially considering with him being as close to Ill Will as he is. Right? Him and Ill Will are very closely tied together, being from the same area and always being there with the other ones battling. And so when Ill is on URL, it's kind of like, well, why isn't Mac on there too?
Yeah.
Who knows?
And it's not like he doesn't deserve it, because Mac Myron's has great battles with top tiers. Like he's on this, the small league circuit for sure, battling whoever, but he also shows out and has classics. Like, this is a guy who, Fonz may not be the favorite. Fonz is the URL guy, and man, I don't know if like nobody's as funny as Mac Myron. Nobody's like, we were talking about battlers who have a competitive style. Like, he punches, he's funny, he knows how to do it. He knows how to fucking battle and beat somebody.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why him and Bill have so many views, being the semifinals for the season, right?
So good.
because it's
So good.
just fantastic. And Bill Collector's a guy who was in the finals for one of the URL tourneys as well. So you can't say that Mac hasn't gone up against URL competition and
Yes.
done great against them. So
Yeah.
I think the interesting thing that I'm kind of intrigued about is there a contract here where Mac is getting, you're getting a big reward for signing a contract in battling fawns, right? Where are we going to see Mac now locked into URL for the next little bit against 2 or 3 opponents?
I'd love that.
Yeah, I think that'd be great for him.
And for the URL too. Like, honestly, as far as marketing is concerned, he's a breath of fresh air. He's not. There's nobody on your roster who's like him.
No, not at the same level.
Nope. So yeah, I think good moves for them, and interesting to see. Maybe this leads to an award contract. I don't know. Maybe this is where, if I were the URL, that's what I'd be doing right now. Is like trying to amend my image, trying to like reach out to the battlers who maybe should have got a shot. And I think they have been doing that too. Big T, they get Big T on. They bring battlers back every once in a while. They kind of have to now, right? I mean, you really have to focus on the culture if your money is running out. I don't know if that's true, but if that were true, I'd be like, double down on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Madigan, what the absolute fuck are you talking about? This guy is new to battling, and aren't we all? So he's going to be battling on the Winter Madness card in Canada. And
I think that he's referencing the URL Crucible event that just happened, which happened down in the States, and he's talking about CJA, not necessarily having a letdown based on performance. From what I heard, he had a crazy performance and was told that you don't fit our image, and so you're not making it into the next round. Which he very, very he put it in a great way, where he was saying that I'm not upset about it. We're talking about a company, and so if I don't fit their image, regardless of how good I do, why would they push me forward? Like he thought about it through a business idea, which it's it is what it is. You can only put technically, as battlers, we're all products.
Yeah.
Right. And so if Nike was given a shoe design, even if it was a great shoe, and they were like, well, that doesn't really fit our image, so we're not putting it on, you can't expect anything else. Yeah. It's based on the company's image itself. So
yeah, there's image, there's so many different factors that go into it, and good for him for not taking it too hard, because he's undeniably extremely talented.
Very much so.
And there's platforms all over the world that would be glad to have him.
Yeah.
Fucking come and smash it. Come out to Vancouver, man. It's not the URL, but it's close. It's real close. It's like this far away. Penis versus vagina, URL. Just right here. Puppets.
I'll be honest, Cope, I don't know what that reference was.
Yeah.
Let us just rewind and
So shit's crazy is basically what we're saying. Shit's wild.
But yeah, that's the outside card, the main thing that we're getting into, and good to see. I also like to see the idea of who gives a fuck about tiers, air quotations. You say you're outside, let's do it. It says it at the beginning of the trailer for the event.
Who cares?
So that's why you get like Miss Hustle versus Myverse, who are both undeniably at that super high level, but somebody like Miss Hustle could say, I'm not battling Myverse, she's below me. And so the idea of, are you outside or not? Are you battling or not? And
I like it.
This is what we got. Av and Truffaut, another one where people would be like, Av is way above Truffaut. Well, Av's outside.
Right.
Truffaut's outside. Twerking
it's like a reframe of rookies versus vets, but it's almost like better than a reframe, because with rookies versus vets, you kind of have to like somebody can't be a vet unless they've had a certain amount of battles. Whereas like, if you have a rising star, you can pit a rising star against somebody who needs some attention.
Yeah, I consider rookies versus vets to be time based, and
Right.
this outside idea to be clout based.
Exactly. Thank you for
So
putting it so simply and beautifully. Oof.
I think it is a rebrand almost of rookies versus vets, just in a different idea, and I like it.
Yeah, and solid card. I mean, we'll see how it turns out. But from outside looking in, from outside looking in, looks pretty good. We'll see. See how the URL starts their year off.
Yeah,
When is the shit? January. In January. Okay.
yeah,
Is this caffeine?
probably.
Ooh. Or do you have to be there? Is it app
Or is it
only?
an app event? Maybe, you know what? Maybe it's an app event.
That's whack. I
Seems
mean,
like it might be.
fair enough. But
But you
just
know
hoping to get
what?
the boys together.
Guess who still has the app for a few days and can
Oh
tell you
shit!
by going to
Baller.
the end of it.
Damn.
Let me see here. It is tickets available. Doors open at 1 p.m. on January 28th. So it looks like it's an app event.
Cool. We'll catch you in the next PPV. Good luck with that. It's hype though. Lots of people. None of these battles are real. Now I'm looking at them.
You're back on the Reddit post?
So bad. Some of these are right. What the fuck? Absolutely.
Man,
Is there a day two that we don't know about?
I don't think so.
Okay, here's the day two battles. We're like super ignorant right now. Here's the day two battles. You tell me if this is like obviously a troll or maybe even not. Tay-Rock versus Stumbles. Shotgun Shug versus Sheed Happens. Danny Myers versus J2. Foots and Souffleur Soul versus Nun Nun and Chef Trez. Cortez versus Swervu. And Snake Eyes versus Anderson Burris. That kind of sounds like a real card.
It does sound like a real card. It does fit the theme of the outside card. On the app, on the outside trailer that they have, it is only 1 day, but maybe there is a secondary day. Who knows? Not me.
Okay, fuck, whatever. Sorry, Reddit, we let you down. Oh, you know what? It was DI to Hennyman, and he was replaced by Next. That's crazy. So this is
Okay.
actually like, it's actually really good. This is actually it's the information is too good on Reddit.
Wow.
They did it before even URL announced it.
Put a 180 on us.
Fuck, but I feel terrible.
I don't. It's a
You
very Reddit
escape
thing.
feeling terrible because you're not a mod, which is just
Yep.
if I could be there, I would be there. I could just be there. But you know, I'm power hungry, obviously. Was the quote. So, anyways, fuck this shit. URL, you're doing great. Excited. We'll see what happens. RBE, divide and conquer. That's really what this is about.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Holy Christmas.
Because once again, divide and
Once
conquer
again,
also a mix of what kind of looks like different tier matches, kind of similar to the rebrand.
that's just good. Like, it's funny how they've framed rookies versus vets as like that's just a viable business move. Oh, let me get my established product to introduce my new product. Like, that's just, oh no, it's rookies versus vets. We got to see if the vets still got it. We got to see if the rookies can hang. It's like, no. You're introducing your new product.
Yeah.
We get you. We get you. So yeah, so it makes sense. Just that divide and conquer. But I love the theme. I love the idea that it's I don't know, I feel like there's subtext there. You know, the world of battle rap. You divide it, then you conquer it. I don't know. If anybody was going to divide and conquer some shit, I would say ARP is probably that guy.
Yeah, I mean, back to the section of the podcast where we praise ARP's genius, because
Again,
it's very noticeable, especially on this card.
what's your favorite matchup so far? What are we looking at here?
I think that I think A Ward and Big K is up there.
Yeah, still, especially
I think
after
Yeah, it's after all of this stuff. It's the storyline, right? The storyline has me most excited for Big K and A War.
Mm-hmm.
The
Hollow and
return of
Ill Will.
Hollow and on the card too is also nuts. What was his last RBE battle? Was it Math? I think it
I
was
don't know.
Math,
Mm.
where many people were saying that it was very poor performance on his part. And so coming back now onto the platform against somebody who could really smoke him if he isn't performing at his best, that also has a lot of excitement to it. If we're talking about the more up and coming names, very excited for Coach Corleone and B Magic.
Let's
That's
go.
going to be crazy.
That's a big look. But B Magic is great for that too. You know, he just steps into the card and instantly increases its value. Like that's really filled out top to bottom. Um, I mean, you know, if we get a solid B Magic, really dope.
Yeah.
I am not super familiar with Coach Corleone. Where's he from?
He's battled on No Coast. He's kind of from the Chicago area, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
The local leagues that are around there. I know he battled XQZ on No Coast, and I know that I thought I knew. I must have forgot. There was one other battle of his that I was just thinking of that was on No Coast as well.
I think he's on Twitter. I see his name on Twitter a lot. So
yeah,
he's out there.
I like, and maybe the subtext of this card is that it's a bunch of different matchups that were originally supposed to happen on other cards, besides Hollow and Ill Will, which I don't know if it was previously booked before, but I know that A Ward and Big K was supposed to be on Closure. I know that Jay Jeans and Jay Murder was supposed to be on Blood, Sweat, and Tears. So I don't know. Maybe that's the idea. Maybe a bunch of these were previously booked or thought of being booked for other cards, and maybe that's the divide. We divide off the other cards and conquer on this one. Who knows? Probably looking into it too heavy, but excited for it.
And what's the branding here? There's like these weird masks on the battlers, and they're like mouths are stitched shut, or I don't know. It's
You
like
mean the purge masks?
Is that what that is?
Those are just purge masks.
Oh, those are just purge masks, he says. Like, come on, bro. Those are just purge masks.
You don't know the purge?
It's like a movie series where people go and kill each other.
Yes.
Yeah, I skipped that. I did not see that. Is it good though? Is it like worth watching, or is it just fucking garbage?
The first one's good because it was a new idea at the time, and it was kind of like everyone was like, "Whoa, this is crazy." And now they've done like 18 different purge movies, and it's like, okay, how many times can you rehash the same thing? Looking at you, Saw.
Okay, cool. So I didn't know that, but I thought maybe that would play into the theme, but I guess not. I guess it is kind of ambiguous. What are you dividing? What are you conquering?
Rosenberg and Jag. That's the other one that I've missed.
Yeah, Rosenberg and Jag, which is great considering Jag's latest performance versus Show Off,
which was much better than anticipated.
Yeah, if we get that Jag versus Rosenberg, that's a good fucking match. That's a good fucking battle.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, Rosenberg's good on RBE. Rosenberg's good, period. So
yeah. He's kind of on the upswing right now, I would say.
For the last year and a bit.
Yeah, would love to have seen better audio quality from him and Bill.
Oh yeah, brutal.
Because that kind of takes away from my desire to even
Battle Academy.
Let's try watch it.
Would have loved to have seen him pull through in the KOTD playoffs, but of course, he fucked off mid-season. Just too bad. Some of these battlers, man, you got to do the math. You got to put the points together. Some of these battlers, we're going to talk about season 1, but we could. Some of these battlers were going to make the playoffs, and then I think they didn't know how to do the math, and so they ducked out. And it's like, what? Why? You would be in the playoffs and get paid a bunch of money. Okay. Yeah. It was weird. Anyways, the New York division was fraught with shit. And Rosenberg, I think he definitely would have made the playoffs and would have done some damage, but That.
As they say, what do you do?
What do you do? Sue us. Ah. Terrible. So when is this card? Soon, right?
Can't tell you off the top of my head.
I feel like he is doing the thing where he announces the battles like a week before they happen.
There's been one every couple days for this last little bit. I know Hollow and Ill Will was out last week because we talked about it.
February 4th. So yeah, so it's this thing, and I don't know if that's like a defense for URL as well. Like, hey, if you don't know about our events, but URL probably knows well in advance what their events are. But just sort of like keep things close to the vest. Only make announcements 2 weeks beforehand, 3 weeks beforehand.
Yeah,
it's kind of tight. It's kind of close.
Yeah.
Busy time of the year. I don't know how to sum that up. Anyways, let's transition hard the fuck out of here. America, right? Who cares?
Yep. Ugh. Who gives a fuck?
Fucking
smooth transition. That's what this is.
It's right back into America. So 50 Cent has decided to start an 8 Mile TV show. Dog.
Yay.
Did you just say something about milking something strictly for money?
Did I just say that? Might as well have.
I feel like that's what this is. This isn't a tribute to the cultural impact of 8 Mile, right? This is just sort of like, I think there are some fucking nerds who will like this.
I think that what it boils down to is looking at the success of other TV shows that have focused on this kind of thing, like the Wu-Tang show.
Oh, is Wu-Tang successful?
The Wu-Tang show, yeah, it's been pretty successful. They're going into their last season here talking about it. But it was very well received throughout the hip-hop community. And so I think that this is just, okay, Wu-Tang's ending. Let's start up something else. What does everybody love? What is a more broad topic than the Wu-Tang saga, and that is 8 Mile.
Yeah, no, it's a commercially probably a genius move. I wouldn't put it past 50 Cent to make a smart investment in what he thinks the hip hop culture will appreciate, reciprocate.
Yeah.
But the overwhelming response so far, at least on the subreddit, has been like, oh, cool, another story about battle rap from the perspective of a white guy. Every time. It wouldn't be a thing. I wouldn't even mention it. I wouldn't even mention it if it wasn't fucking every time.
Yeah.
And it's just like that, like, I don't even know if we're not being PC here. We're not even political in any way, but it's like battle rap has such a broad, universal thing. And there's so many different types of people who experience and love and appreciate battle rap, and to see it from one perspective, like every single time.
Yes, our show is literally about English speaking battle rap from around the world.
Right.
It covers everything.
Yeah. Everybody.
It seems the universal story trope of, someone who shouldn't succeed in this thing is now succeeding in this thing.
Yeah.
Automatically defaults to.
And you could do that with other cultures, right? You could do. So, pal, I don't know if you know this or not, but I wrote a battle rap movie. A short film. I did not know that. Yeah, it was a long time ago. So 8 years ago or something like that. But my friends approached me, Lawrence Lalam and Alfonso Chin, shouts out to those guys, producers here in town, who were like, hey, we want to do this film about battle rap. Would you write the fucking rap part? And I was like, yeah, but like, you're going to write a film about battle rap. You need me so that it doesn't suck. You need me to, like, because I am in it and you guys have no idea what you're doing. But their story was about the LA riots in early 90s. And it was about a Korean kid who was really into hip hop and really into rap and shit like that. And he finds an underground rap battle league and it's like dominated by black people, and they fucking hate him because he's the Korean and the black tension that was happening in the early 90s in that area. And so there's like a great like historical sense, like a place in time. It's a period piece, and there's already a bunch of built-in tension that comes with the racial element there, and no white people anywhere in the film, and it's totally fine. And it's a great little battle rap moment where they're talking about their lives and the differences they have to, and they have to go through. And the poor Korean kid, his parents like find out that he's doing hip hop, and they're like, "Get that shit out of here!" We don't want any of that stuff. Like, there's a cool political undertone to the actual setting of, like what you said, an outsider joins, learns about battle rap, becomes good at it, and has to face adversity, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I mean it's just the typical. Every story is written the same way, right?
Yeah.
You can look at this.
Yeah.
It's how I think there's a whole class on it about
Sure.
marketing like a story. You can take
Hero's
every
journey.
element of Star Wars and you can attribute it to Harry Potter. They're the exact same thing. You have this
Right.
centralized character that has this happen to him, then that causes this. And so I feel that this is a situation where once again you're doing the same thing, and Battlerap shouldn't be viewed in that regard. It shouldn't be about race, right? It shouldn't just be about look how he overcame race to be accepted in the culture.
And you wonder how much of that is cynical. Wonder how much of that is like people, executives who are like, there's a fucking large white audience that wishes that they could do the hip hop and do the rapping, and they're gonna eat this up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's the I don't know. TV
But it never works, right? It never works when you try to. I don't know. I hope it doesn't work. Fuck that. We want representation. We want. I think that's all that battle rap culture cares about when it comes to film and television. It's like, just do it right. Like, Bodied was right, but not a good film. But it was right mostly.
I would also say I think that another reason why the battle rap community is not necessarily jumping on to the bandwagon of the 8 Mile thing is because it almost seems like fiction at this point, right? Like it is so far from what battle rap
True.
actually is. Eminem
Right.
doesn't really have any footing or say in anything that happens battle rap related. And so to be centered around somebody that has nothing to do with it really makes no sense. So, getting, regardless of all of the other stuff that we've been talking about, I think that it really makes no sense for the battle rap community to be excited about something that has nothing to do with us.
Right, because this is the story of Eminem too, isn't it? I didn't even clock that, which is dumb because that's really obvious now. But it's not a TV show about battle rap culture that Eminem's going to be in. It's going to be, this is the story of Eminem. This is his thing.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's just expanding on the movie that 8 Mile already was.
Oh, okay.
Allowing for it to have more open space to tell everything about it. But overall, I think it just doesn't really mesh anymore.
We'll see. We'll see if the culture receives it. You know what? The other thing too, which would be devastating, is like, what if it's really well produced? What if it's really well written, really well acted, like a really good piece of content? It doesn't have anything to do with battle rap. Like, it's mostly about drama and crime and drugs and relationships. And like, occasionally, once every 3 episodes, there's an allusion to battle rap.
Yeah.
Well, it's a mess. Anyways, thank you, America. You invented battle rap, and now you're destroying it.
Thanks for doing the opposite of what we all want.
Yeah, thanks. So I'm hoping that, honestly, in my heart of hearts, in my dreams, they revive the short film that we did, because I feel like it could be feature length, and you could turn that into a thing. And it's such a cool concept. I don't know. I get hyped thinking about it. I was really grateful for the opportunity to be a part of that. Like, just bring in battle rap culture to the short film circuit. We won a bunch of awards too. Like we fucking we did well in the short film circuit. But
That's
yeah,
because you're excited about it because you're a film dork.
it's exactly it. And it could be I don't know, it could
Nerd.
be nerd. Someday when I have billions of dollars, I'm just gonna be like, oh, green light. Yeah, that's it for America. Fuck America. We're out of here. That's it. We're gone.
We're done with you.
Is that what we have? Oh no. I wanted to talk about the battles that happened this week. Did you happen to catch 1 outs? I didn't give you much heads up.
I did not. Catch the 1 ounce drop that happened.
Yes, I was a little slow to it as well. I will tell you what happened. 1 outs cuts like a knife. So if you don't know, 1 outs is a league in New Zealand. They've been dropping battles from their latest event, from the previously latest event. We're still waiting on battles from their latest event.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, boys. Chop them up. Let's see them. But the most recent one was Papa Mac versus Joshy E. And Papa Mac has been around, I think, in the most recent iterations of the New Zealand battle rap culture that I know. I've seen his name around, so he's a guy. And Joshy E, I have never seen. Name very difficult to pronounce. Just speaking for me is extremely difficult. Joshy E. I don't know. But he was great. So a great little drop from them. Definitely go check that out. 1 outs New Zealand. It's on YouTube. Papa Mac versus Joshy E. Papa Mac real talked him. Did one of those. It's sort of like a thing now. Is you see the guys who come back from their hiatus, and then the guy that they battle has to be like, "Well, you were away. I was here putting in work. I made the thing happen, and you were up there. Blah, blah, blah. Well, I was here doing real work."
Yeah.
Kamikaze had a great one versus Travis Oman, I think, for that.
Yes, it was. It was a league that shall not be named.
A league that shall not be named.
Yeah, it was New Wave 7 or something.
And when you're in the crowd and you're like, because I don't give a shit. Nobody gives a shit. You're going to come back to Battle Rap? Great. We welcome you back. Obviously, take as much time as you need. Nobody should be ostracized for taking time away from Battle Rap, by all means. But you get hype when he starts talking about, like, I was here. I did think. It was like, yeah, he was there. Yeah, I saw him. You weren't there. Ah!
Yeah, you get into it.
Yeah, it's dope.
I did something similar against Syntax in my round where I was talking about.
Yes.
He took his time off because of this, and I took my time off because of this, and I took less time than you did, and compared it in a way that was like, I shouldn't have taken less time than you did. But it's one of those tropes in battle rap that it has success. Yeah, it's like what we were talking about last week with Fifth about the card placement, right? I'm this low on the card because of you. It's one of those things that immediately the crowd goes, yeah, you don't deserve to be that low, and it gets them on your side almost immediately.
Yeah. You can have them. You need to grab them, and that's how you get them. Name flips, placement on the card. You haven't battled them forever. These are the things that just make it click.
We should come up with a list of the tropes that get used like repeatedly in battle rap all the time.
Really well, to great effect.
Yeah. That it doesn't matter how many times you see it, you're always like, that's fire. He's correct.
I wonder if fake choke makes that list, because fake chokes are really bad for seasoned battle rap fans, but they seem to always hit in the room.
But see, and I think that depends. Fake chokes definitely should be on that list, because it depends on the battler that does them. When Twerk does a fake choke, it works every time because he has a history of doing that for real. Right. So a fake one, everybody's like, oh, fuck, here we go again. And then he's like, gotcha. It's like, oh, you got us.
There's good ones and there's bad ones. I've seen people who fuck up a fake choke where it gets no reaction. I have seen that. Seen that.
But I do think that belongs to be on this imaginary list that we may or may not actually create.
Okay. Doing very productive things with our time here on the Bodycast. Actually, we do have a list coming out that should be very exciting. So stay tuned for that. Maybe next week. And we'll have a bunch of guests on for that. So that'll be really cool.
Yes.
Um, but what else was there? Remy D is back, apparently.
I didn't see this one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. Totally negligent in my duties. I feel terrible. But Remy D, holy shit! Like Remy D from way back in the day was really good. Really in that transitionary period of time between KOTD or Grind Time and KOTD in California, and he was getting a lot of play. He was battling guys. He battled like Psychosis. He battled a lot of big names, Nestle, things like that. Um, and yeah, so he's back now. So I don't know if that's a permanent thing, but I have to check it out. The comments have been good. The comments have been like excited to see him back. So
Good.
that's a name. And
So that's a name.
that's a name. That's a fucking thing. We got a thing. Crash versus Jester Black dropped on No Loose Chat.
Yep.
Crash, Welsh, one of the 2 Welsh battlers that I know. Do you know?
Yeah, he makes
more?
the top 10 Welsh battlers list
Every year
every
since
year
he started, which is really fire.
by default, but that doesn't count.
It's all right. Still counts. Still counts.
That's another one. That's another trope. You were top this many because I couldn't name this many.
Because you couldn't name this many. That's a good one. That's a good one. You were the best. Yes, I am the best in Richmond. I was. Sigh. And then what else? Okay, Grazza versus Kingsley Thunder. So you saw this. So why don't you break it down for us? I don't know if Grazza's still watching, but
I'd say that Grazza and Kingsley was really cool because it was the 2 previous Academy winners.
Oh shit!
From the previous year. There was one
I
where
knew Kingsley won, but I didn't know that Grazza was a winner.
Yeah, Grazza was the winner during the COVID.
Oh, okay.
It was him versus Kupar actually that were in the final that year.
Oh
but
shit! No way.
And I think that this was sort of the first real test for Kingsley. This is his first battle since winning the Academy, right? So at this point, all of his battles had been other Academy battlers, like, and not just for the last year in total. He was brand new to battling when he started the Academy,
right.
Won the Academy, and now is battling Grazza.
It's a cool story.
Yeah, very cool story. And Grazza and Kingsley was hilarious. It was great. I think that it was the perfect battle for Kingsley to sort of, see what it's like to battle someone with experience, because it's going to teach him a lot. The things that he had been doing that was working through the Academy that aren't going to necessarily work too much against more veteran guys or guys like Grazza who have that same similar jokey clown on you style and tweak it up. He's battling Mackenzie on the first match day, who is very, very veteran, very seasoned in the UK.
Super competitive. Yeah.
And so had Kingsley just gone right into battling Mackenzie without this in between, I think it would have been very ugly for him. But having this kind of battle to really show, and he was competitive in it. Like, me saying that Grazza that Kingsley's going to learn a lot from it isn't me saying that he got smoked. It was competitive. But I think what you want to see from a new guy like Kingsley is, yeah, okay, but this is where I could be better. Even though I was competitive, I don't want to be competitive. I want to win, and this is how I can do that. And so, very, very exciting. It was great. Very entertaining throughout the whole thing.
Sick. Amazing. Yeah. Good job. Shouts out to them. Shouts out to those guys. Go check that out on YouTube. Subscribe. Premier Battles.
I would consider that one to be Battle of the Week. That one or Jag and Show Off.
Right. Yeah. We are going to have to... BattleBot's been down for the last couple of weeks, so we're still figuring that out. We'll announce the Battle of the Week probably tomorrow. But yeah, it seems like it would be a contest between Jag and Show Off and BMAC and Fodev drop from Bags and Bodies as well.
Yes.
Which is really high energy, high intensity battle.
Yeah.
And it looks beautiful. Like what we've said before about the Ruin Your Day stuff. It just looks so great, and the atmosphere is perfect, and the sound is perfect. So
doesn't get much better than Ruin Your Day.
Yeah. Yeah. And maybe it was Remy D. Who knows? I don't know who BattleBot is gonna pick. Ugh. Maybe it's Path and Syntax. Maybe
yes.
definitely a competitive battle. I'd never seen Syntax before, but I thought he did really well. I thought he was tons of energy, and he knows how to write, and he was punching. The text sin line that you had, it's like, woof, woof. I loved it.
Syntax, the text sin.
So good, and
Yeah,
you can tell the crowd loved it too. Love that
yeah,
shit that really makes you think.
yeah. That was
And
funny. I
yeah, and
like
his
that little
reaction
bit.
to it, he was like, "Oh, I've never heard that."
Yeah,
He liked it, which is dope. Um, yeah,
literally flip the name as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? Literally flip the name itself.
oh man, but you also had the flip where it was like church and state. Oh, with pearly gates with the 38. Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah, yeah.
let's
Yeah,
go!
yeah, yeah. So, like,
I love that.
breaking that down for anyone who's seen it, you probably don't want a breakdown of my own bars on the show, but that syntax, the Texan, was about this idea that I had regarding him being from Texas, and they got the gun laws that they do, um, and it was just about me comparing his name again, being broken down as sin, obviously religious, and Tex, obviously short for Texas, and then bringing that up as in they can't separate the church and state because that's something that, a very political thing that's been happening over there. So
Man,
yeah,
you super built that really well, though. I mean, and you have that too. You do that thing where you're like, you know where you're going with it, and so you'll take your time setting up, and just the rhyme scheme the whole way too. I thought was really fun. So
yeah.
it's fun to listen to, and then it builds up to a big punch that gets the whole crowd going. So it's really dope.
I was just
Um,
excited I got to use my southern accent in it again too.
that's cute. Oh, we're doing accents.
Perfect name.
We're doing them. And then what else? What else? What else? That's it. My battle with Wise Guy dropped on
Yes.
BVB. BVB's dope. Definitely check them out. You don't have to watch the battle. You don't have to watch the battle. Watch the first round
Did Mike Wild and Creative drop this week too, or was that last week? Did we
last
talk
week.
about it? That was okay. I can't
We
remember
did
if we talked
not.
about it last week.
We did not. We did not. And we should though. And we should have Chronic on here because he's doing really cool stuff with BVB out in Kelowna. That's the interior of BC,
Mhm.
and him and Gunner are the guys running that, and they're doing a really great job. I'm really excited for what they come with next because there's a lot of support behind them, and they've got a lot of experience in battle rap as well. So, shouts out to those guys. Really cool shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll definitely have one of them on, especially as this year progresses. I feel like they're going to get their feet under them and really start because really this is like their first event back.
Yeah.
So and it was rough too. I mean, it was in the middle of a snowstorm, and fucking Wise Guy's flight got sent back. Like he literally
Yeah.
flew there, and they were like, "Nope." So he
Yeah.
had to
They
go
got
back.
there and he went back to Edmonton. It's crazy.
Terrible. Just the absolute nightmare. Worst words that you'd ever want to hear. We have to go back to Edmonton.
Yeah,
And
literally. Could you imagine? You're going somewhere like Kelowna and they're like, hey, guess what? Back to Edmonton, guys.
so, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Last fucking two battles, the two battles that I insulted Alberta the most are my worst battles where I choked and was terrible. One of them is the first ever, is record setting, first ever in history, battle to be stopped due to excessive booing.
Hilarious.
They were like, let's just turn the cameras off. Let's just not. Good times. I'll be setting records.
Maybe you'll learn your lesson though and you'll stop insulting Alberta though.
Maybe someday. Plays really well. Can I say, plays really well in BC. Not so good in Alberta, but it plays well in BC.
Yeah. And if I battle in BC, I'm gonna make fun of Alberta too.
Let
It
it
might
go
happen.
over. What I should have done was made fun of Vancouver and Alberta. That would have been really smart. But I don't pander. I'm sorry. Got standards. That's a good battle though. Definitely check. I mean, it's an all right battle. It's
Wise Guy does great.
Wise Guy does great. I thought I had a bad second round, but I actually had a gimmick for my third round, an antic, and he did this battle a long time ago where he was like, "Oh, here's your toothpaste. It's for your tooth, mate. or something like that, right? And so I like wanted to flip that at him, and so I brought him like deodorant in a little gift bag, and I was like, "Hey man, I don't know if you can afford this shit, but here's a sort of gift. It's deodorant. It's for your pits." And
That's hilarious.
yeah, it would have been great, but you can see me at the end of my first, and I was about to go into that bit, and I'm like, "Oh, I fucking left the fucking thing at the hotel like an idiot."
No.
Oh, and so you see me walk off, and I'm just going, "Oh, that's time." You like so ruined the first, and then I had to stumble in my third too, so it was just not a good battle for me. But good battle for Wise Guy. Go watch it for him.
The vegetable stock line was great.
And it's like my light shit. Thank you for saying that.
I liked that one. And his profit off your merch line was crazy.
You know what I liked from him? Profit off the merch? Which one?
Where he talked about you drawing Muhammad on a shirt. Maybe you should have sold it because then you would have made some profit off your merch.
Oh shit, I didn't even catch that. And I was there. That's
Yeah.
dope. That's
Yeah,
fire.
I was like, wow, that's nuts.
I liked his bit where I find is you flick your shirt. It's like this is to cool you off. Whoa, it works.
What is it, to cool you off? Whoa, it works.
That was sick. Yeah, good. Wise Guy's the best. I love that guy. Nothing but good vibes, and I'm excited for his 2023 because I think he's had a good last year, and I'm excited to see him make big moves next year. So we shall see. Do you want to call it?
I think that's the right time to call it.
Fantastic show. Really the best show that you've ever seen. Probably, it's up there.
Yeah. One of the top two, and it's not two.
Facts. But next week is going to be fucking bonkers. Holy shit. Tune in next week because we're going to have a number of special guests coming in for a special end of the year wrap up. We're going to wrap up 2022 in January ahead of Jay Black and Champion of the Year because we're just ahead of the game like that. Sorry, catch up.
What we do.
But thank you all for tuning in. That's all for this week. Remember to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and join the Discord link in the sidebar.
Perfect.
I don't care about likes and subscriptions, but some people do.
I do. Remember I said earlier that I'd kick them out if they weren't cheersing?
Same thing.
Good luck being welcomed back in if you haven't liked and commented or subscribed.
Okay. But that was the show this week, and boy, fuck, we got through it. We certainly did. And we're gonna be back next week, and it's gonna be spectacular. So tune in. Thanks again. My name is Copacetic.
Pathogenic.
The boss, and we will see you.
Bodycast.
Facts. Next time.
Bum 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 ba da ba da 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 da.